No.
I have a very big face. Ooga
It looks
booga.
really, it
Hold
looks
on, hold
really
on.
funny when you do that.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga. Okay,
Can
give
you
me a
take a
countdown.
picture so I can send
Yeah,
that to
hang on.
Zach?
Hang on. Okay. Give me a 1, 2, a skilly dilly do.
A one, a two, a skiddly diddly dee.
Hey guys, it's Caitlyn.
Hi, I'm Jess.
And this is Ruin Your Night, a podcast hosted by two people who should be doing literally anything else. How are you today, Jess? You're very silly, goofy.
Yep.
You're in a very
I'm
silly,
okay.
goofy mood.
I've had a very
I'm gonna
boring week.
actually, hang on,
I'm gonna cry.
I have to move my things. I don't know if I didn't do this earlier. Okay, what you got going on here today?
um.
How's your week?
Really boring. I didn't do anything, and it was actually great.
That's
I have a
amazing.
couple things.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a bunch of shit, but that's besides the point. I'm going to a
Gross.
concert soon. I needed a new outfit, so I bought an outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're in the middle of a polar vortex. It's cold as balls outside.
Consider yourself lucky.
Well, mm-hmm.
It was negative 30 degrees here. They had to shut down my job.
That is crazy. When you texted me that, I was like, what the fuck is it like up
They
there?
were like, my boss texted me because I was sick, and she texted me.
Mm.
She's like, if you can't work from home, then you can't go into the office tomorrow. It's closed. No one's allowed in the building because of the weather. I was like, oh yeah, no, I can't work from home. But then I looked and I didn't have to use PTO. They put it as emergency shutdown.
That's really cool. I'm really glad you didn't have to
So
waste a day for that.
yeah, I was really excited. I was fine with it, but I'm glad that I got emergency shutdown instead of PTO. But anywho, continue.
Oh, oh, it was really fun. I had a really chill Saturday. I spent it like half the
Mm-hmm.
afternoon on the couch with Shelby, just like under a heated
Mm-hmm.
blanket reading my book. And we were
Mm-hmm.
really cute, just chilling. I have a picture. It's
Mm-hmm.
cute. And Charlie just comes over and starts fucking with her. He bullied her off on top of me so he can come sit on me. I'm like,
What a jerk. He's a bad boy.
every week I have something to complain about with this child.
Because he's
What's he doing?
bad. He's a sassy boy.
He's just laying down over on his little. Oh, you can see him kinda. Don't know what the
Huh?
fucking streaks
Hello?
are still. You're gonna have to deal with it.
I don't care.
Not you.
I think it's the green
You.
light.
Oh, that's just my television. That's where we watch Twilight.
Twilight.
That's so Twilight.
So it's on Twilight.
Um, right. I was telling something. I bought a new blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Applause. It's like a faux fur blanket, and it's very
Mm-hmm.
cozy and soft and fuzzy. And
Noise.
I was really high one night when I got it, and I was just
Mm-hmm.
like sitting there in like my pajamas, and I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
cozied up, and I texted Erica and Caitlin, and I'm like, I gotta get you guys one of these. You gotta
Oh,
experience this.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I like giving people things. Like I'm a gift giver, like 100%. So I'm like, when I have something, I want them to have something. Like I want them to have this nice thing.
See, and I hate receiving gifts. So it makes for some uncomfortable situations.
Oh my
I
god.
hate I hate giving gifts and I hate receiving gifts. Just no good.
Do you remember when I was still living with my grandma? I think it was like right before I went away for college, and we were Christmas presents, and I was coming over to your grandma's house, and I had your
Mhm.
present, and then it was like a handcrafted bottle I made you, and like I filled it with like literally alcohol, and I
Yeah,
slipped on the ice outside
and
and
you
busted the
dropped
whole
it.
gift. No, we were over 21, so it had to have been when I was home for Christmas then. because I
I
bought it.
think that's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I was living with my, because
I
I
was
was
home
living
from
with my
school.
grandma, so it was when you were just home from school.
But yeah, I think about that every winter. I'm like,
Hmm.
never got Caitlyn her
I,
bottle of tequila. And I like stopped at
no,
the gas station because it was the
no.
only
You want
thing
to know how long
open.
ago? You want to know how long ago that was?
How
I
long
was
ago?
still drinking vodka at that
Was
time.
it vodka? Those are
Amsterdam
some dark
vodka.
times, friend.
Some dark times. Some
But yeah,
very dark
I got
times.
like I stopped at the gas station and got you like 3 Diet Cokes and a bunch of Sour Patch Kids, and because I had
Yeah.
made you something else, but like that was like the
Hmm.
main gift, and I was like, no.
It was so funny. Sometimes I think
I
about that and
was
I'm just like,
I
that
was
was
like,
really
she's gonna
funny.
hate me. She's never gonna speak to me again. She wasted her money on me, and I'm giving her Sour Patch Kids. Way to go.
No, I could never hate you unless you tried to kill me. But then I'd probably just be mildly annoyed.
You remember the one year I gave you cookie dough for your birthday? A big
You
old
brought it to
fucking tub.
school. You
Did I?
brought it to school. Yeah, you brought me a tub of cookie dough and a case of Diet Coke, and I had to put it in my locker, and then I had to take it home with me on the bus.
You know, I tell myself I was a very smart child. That's not. That's kind of fucking stupid. Why did I think
I
that was
had
an
to
okay
carry it
idea?
home on the bus.
What? Wait, we
I had to
spent like
get on.
every weekend
I
together. Why did I not just give it to you like that weekend?
I don't know, but yeah, I had to like run to my because I never would go to my locker after
Yeah, yeah.
my last period. Like, I would just take everything with me. So I had to run to my locker after my last class and then go to the bus.
I'm so sorry.
And I had to get on the bus with a case of diet. At least I could put the cookie dough in my bag. It was one of those long like cases like of the cans of Diet Coke. I had
How
to like
old
get
were
on the
we?
bus with this.
Like 14,
This is senior
15?
year. No,
It
this
was
is senior
senior
year.
year?
This is senior year. Remember?
I was going through a lot of shit, man. I'm sorry. Oh,
No,
I'm
it's
so
it's a
fucking
funny
dumb.
story. It's a funny story.
There's hair on me. I found it. It's a Shelby hair,
Well, that's
actually.
good. Shelburton.
I found a Charlie whisker on the bathroom floor the other day. It was very sweet.
Oh, cute. Do you have any more stories for the week?
Um,
From the
my
week?
weed guy today, my delivery
Mm-hmm.
man, was wearing a full blown orange jumpsuit, like neon orange jumpsuit. We always have a little we always like have a little convo when he's
Mm-hmm.
there because it's like a 3 minute process for him to like give it to me, take a picture of my
Mm-hmm.
ID. I pay me via bank.
Mm-hmm.
He makes sure I have money, And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh yeah, you got a bunch of Flintstones. That's what we call them." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, you don't know what Flintstones? You're too young." I'm like, "Thank you. One, no, I know what the Flintstones are." And then he's just like, "Okay, have a good day." I'm like, "Okay, see you next time."
That's so funny.
He's really sweet. He was actually
Mm-hmm.
the one time he was delivering to me last summer, I believe. Zach and I went to the
Mm-hmm.
coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
and this is when they were allowing us to schedule deliveries. So I
Mm-hmm.
was scheduled between 11 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
He got to my apartment at 11:01. I got to my apartment at 11:02 cuz I was at the coffee shop.
That's funny.
But I had called him. I was like, "I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you got to do." He's like, "Oh, I can wait up to
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes." And I'm like, I tipped him good that time. Extra good.
Well, that's good.
Tip your service people. That's it. Nothing really. Had a
Mm.
lazy week. It was great. It's too cold to
Yeah,
do anything.
I didn't really do anything. It's too cold. -30 here. Freezing, dying. But I did
Yeah,
write down some of my thoughts that I had.
I would love to hear
Um,
them.
have you ever listened to the song Black Horse and a Cherry Tree by KT Tunstall?
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, I thought that that song was about George Washington. I thought she wrote it about being in love with George Washington.
Well,
Because cherry tree. Didn't
no,
he,
I get
like,
it.
have wooden teeth? I don't know. Yes, I thought that she wrote it about her love for George Washington. So I'd always, whenever I listen to this, like, even now, whenever I listen to it, I just, like, picture George Washington. Just, like, being sang to. Um, I always thought that the lyrics to We Can't Stop by Miley Cyrus were This is our house, this is our roof, but it's not.
What is it?
It's This is our house, this is our rules.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
It makes more sense.
Yeah.
For my entire life, the last 12 years, I've
I
been saying
listened to
this
that
is
today in the
our house,
shower.
this is our roof. I'm still gonna say roof.
Yeah, of course.
Um, and then the saddest news of all, Catherine O'Hara died today.
Oh
So that
my
was depressing.
god. It was so
I
sad.
saw that. I was like, this is a joke. Like this is a joke. This is not real.
Did you see Macaulay Culkin's post?
Yeah,
It was
it was
so
so
sad.
sweet. It was so sweet and so sad. I yeah. We were talking about it at work. Everybody was talking about it at work. We're just like, this is so sad. But we have one thing to address here. We haven't said
Yeah.
anything about.
Yeah, have
It's
you
our
noticed how glittery my eyes are? I did my eyes a little different. I was
ooh,
wondering if you were gonna notice. See? Let
that's
me let
really
me show
pretty.
you.
That is really pretty.
I have hooded eyes, so I
Just
gotta do wonky eyeliner.
normal.
But
I just look normal and regular.
it's not showing up very well, but it's actually like a blue and a purple shift. It's
Well,
looking more silvery here.
it matches your cute little hat.
Oh, I know, right? Thank you.
Mhm. I made my own hat too to match you.
Yeah,
It looks
we're
like
trying
an
to bring
army
us.
helmet.
We're trying to bring something back. I'm
Anyhow,
not. No.
we're
Okay, never mind.
we have we so you may be wondering about our beautiful headgear, headwear, whatever. We're talking about conspiracies today.
Mine looks like a braid. I made a bandana. It's held together by a claw clip back here. Oh. Hello. And then
Just blew your top off.
I gotta go. I gotta go home. I am home. I gotta go home.
Oh, that is too
Zach, I
funny.
need you. Come here. Not really, if you heard that.
Okay.
He's
But
playing
yeah, so
games.
we are doing conspiracies. We each researched a conspiracy and we're gonna talk about it today. Our own. And I don't know what Jessica did. Jessica doesn't know what I did, so hopefully we didn't do the same one.
I would be
But
surprised
that
if
would
we
be
did.
really funny. So I think you should go first.
Okay, let me pull up
And if
my
you did the same
notes.
that I did, I will start laughing so hard. It would be hilarious.
Oh, I'm gonna look very overexposed. Sorry about that.
Like Kingsley. Do
Yep,
you remember Kingsley?
like Shacklebolt.
Overexposed. What?
Yep.
From YouTube.
Oh! No,
Kingsley.
clearly.
I loved him.
Okay, mine is on Valiant Thor.
We
Now,
did not do the same thing. Okay.
who is that, you might ask? Well,
I would like to
I
know.
I would like to shout out a TikToker who I saw this video before we decided to do this pod, and I was like, oh, that's so
Hmm.
interesting. Kayla
Hmm.
at Redacted Disclosure on TikTok. Shout out her.
Hey. What up?
Oh, did I freeze?
I don't know.
Oh no, my camera.
Oh, I guess you did.
Oh no.
Okay. Valiant Thor.
Can you hear me?
I don't think
Hold on,
I don't
Zach's
think
here. We have to pause again.
I don't think they want you to be talking about this.
How are you, Caitlyn? Have you started drinking yet?
Can't you hear me?
You should. I can hear you, Zach. Are you pregnant?
Ew.
Thank you, Zach. Ooh.
That's.
Don't slander me like that.
Don't put that voodoo on me.
I feel like those hats were made for you guys. It fits so well.
What'd you say?
The hats were made for you. They just look so good on you today.
Oh, thank you. He says it looks. The hats look really good on us.
They were made for you.
Well,
Why, thank you, my sir. Hold
is he
on, hold on.
calling us
My
crazy?
lady. Hold on. He's my sir. The top comes
Aw,
off.
what the hell?
He said, what the hell? Oh, the hell's going on, man? Okay, I'm gonna try to say this for a third time. Already forgot
Okay.
the girl's username. Give me a moment. Yep. Kayla over on redacted disclosure. Thank you. I swear to God, if my camera goes out. Gucci, let's go. Alright. Valiant Thor is said to have been an extraterrestrial being from Venus. Also, don't make fun of my reading. I am under the influence. He looked human, but had non human anomalies. He was around 6 feet tall. He had piercing eyes, long brown hair that was always neatly combed. His face was described to be completely symmetrical, but his hands are the things that stood out. He had 6 fingers with no fingerprints, completely smooth, along with no belly button with no surgical scars. So the belly button is how babies get their nutrients. So it would be physically impossible not to have one, which is spooky. Any questions?
Not yet.
Great.
Also, this kind of sounds like Kyle XY, the
That's
TV
what
show.
I said. Um,
Mhm.
okay, he was said to have had a soothing voice so much where people reported they felt strangely calm as if there was a hidden frequency in his voice that made him feel calm. And looking into his eyes made people feel as if they were being watched from the inside. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means, but I don't want to find out.
Me either. Mm-mm. Oh.
Okay. He was extremely intelligent. His IQ was 1200. He spoke over 100 languages, including alien languages, and had knowledge of science, medicine, history, and knowledge far surpassed any we have on Earth. And for reference, Einstein's IQ was anywhere from 160 to 200.
Smart cookie.
Bro's jacked in the brain. Um,
You got that Pro Max brain.
In March of 1957, a metallic strange object landed in a restricted field in Alexandria, Virginia. It is said that 2 officers reported to the landing. Valiant Thor was not alone in this journey. He had 2 other companions with him, named Jill and Don. Shout out Jills and Dons. Thor stated that he had been sent by a council representing other worlds to advise humanity against the dangers of nuclear weapons and encourage peaceful development. Sounds like a good guy to me, bro. Sounds pretty chill so far. Nobody cares, Jessica. um, Upon leaving his craft, he stated he came in peace and not war. He willingly went with the officers and requested time with the president, Eisenhower. Uh, he said he was sent on a 3 year mission to Earth to invite humanity into the interstellar community and to warn us of the dangers of nuclear weapons. Um, His message came from the High Council, a group of aliens who watches our planet with the hopes of prosperity and evolution for us. He stayed in the Pentagon for 3 years, which is crazy, you know?
That is crazy.
I didn't go into full detail on all this. There's so much more, but
Hmm.
in the while he was in the Pentagon, he got like immediate he got to stay where like the most top secret of secret stays, whatever that means.
Ooh.
Oh. During his time at the Pentagon, Thor and
Mm.
one of his discussions with President Eisenhower and Vice President Nixon, in one of them, I should say, he offered technological and medical knowledge that could benefit humanity, including disease treatment and energy solutions.
Mhm.
However, according to these accounts, his offers were declined due to concerns about the social, political, and economic impact of such information being public. I personally believe this account where he mentions he will give us all
Mhm.
the information and help us as long as we use it for good.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
fuck companies, you know?
Mhm.
He wanted us to advance ethically before advancing technologically. His ideas would have set us on a path of world peace. Could use some of that right now, huh?
Mhm.
He mentioned that his visit was not political yet spiritual, and he wanted to break the grip of greed and control among humans. He even made friends with some of the humans. One was Frank E. Strangus? Question mark, sorry. Who was a Christian who wrote a book about him called Stranger at the Pentagon. He claims to have met Thor personally and wrote his book based on his conversations with him. Should have fact checked that. Sorry I didn't. Like I could easily have looked up that book. I didn't.
Mhm.
It was on the plan. Didn't happen. Um
Didn't happen.
sorry. It is said that he was not surprised that the offer was denied. He knew humans were not ready for his gifts and messages. He respected their free will and did not make any of them change their mind. He completed his mission on March 16th, 1960, exactly 3 years since his arrival. Um, he left with the message that he will return when we become more mature and open minded.
Open-minded, you say?
Help! Open minded, you say? Milady. Anyway, one major critique about him was that his claim was to be from Venus. That was a stupid sentence, Jessica. Anyway, the planet had the planet has a surface temperature that exceeds 800 degrees Fahrenheit. The
Mm.
atmosphere is thick with carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid, acidic clouds that brush the sky.
Mm.
Um, however, declassified documents have revealed that he was real. And this is a quote. A non human entity matching his exact description and intellect was held at the Pentagon under the name Project Sigma. One of the last living workers on Project Sigma said Valiant Thor's mission was completely sabotaged and was seen as a threat by the government. Defense contractors and certain political figures made sure that Valiant's proposals never seen the light of day. They rejected his help and then completely erased it. And then lastly, a top secret memo was discovered from December of 1959. This memo presented a plan to permanently suppress Valiant Thor's knowledge. It determined discrediting all future reports of his existence and labeling any whistleblowers as conspiracy theorists.
Well, that's interesting. Sounds like a cool guy.
Sounds pretty chill to me, man.
I think I've heard of that one before.
Dude, I was just like
Uh,
scrolling one night and I was like,
mm,
this is really interesting.
it's really interesting. I I would like to believe that. I would like to believe that. That's really interesting. It's cool. He's just a chill guy coming to Earth, be like, hey, we want to help you out.
Hey, use your brain. Let's use some.
I like um the part where he said he'll come back when we're more mature and open-minded. That's not gonna happen.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that is really funny. I like that.
Thanks.
That was good.
Thanks. I had 3 pages
Sound
of
off in the
notes.
comments. Sound off in the comments if you believe that or not.
Hell yeah, brother.
Um, yeah. Do you have anything else about it? No
Nope,
other
that was it.
information?
No?
Okay. Well, I really enjoyed that. I had a
Thank
good
you.
time. Okay, bye.
Hates me.
Okay. No, I really enjoyed that. I liked that. That was fun. I guess I'll go.
Well, who else is gonna go?
I
Susan?
don't know. Yeah, Susan, where are you?
I don't know who that
Okay.
is.
Me either. So now me, I really enjoy conspiracies, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I consider myself to be more of a a speculative thinker or conspiracy dabbler, if you will. You know, just a little dabbling. I did struggle with picking a conspiracy because I have so many that I just love to just talk about and think about.
Yes.
Like there's like the moon landings, hollow Earth, flat Earth, hollow moon theory, Shakespeare. But I decided to go with one that I find very interesting. The Tartarian Empire.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Tartarian Empire?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's believed to be like um, this past advanced society that was basically like wiped out. Like there was like mud floods or whatever.
Mm.
And they were super, super advanced. And there's like some people believe that a lot of our history is false and fabricated, you know,
Okay.
to cover up the Tartarians.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because realistically, like, we don't really know a lot about history other than what we're told, especially in school. Like, we're told a very watered down, very what the powers that be think we should learn. And, Tartaria, it's listed on old maps. Like, if you look at like an old map or an old, like, before the 50s, it's listed on there. Like it's shown in there. It's like in over in like Europe and Asia. Like it would say Tartaria and then like Asia, Europe. And I have distinct memories of seeing I think at church. I'm at the church I used to go
Church.
to. That had there was a globe there. Everything there was old. That had it was either church or school. There was a globe that I remember seeing that said
I
Tartaria
think
on
you've
it, right
told me
where it
this
normally would
before.
be. I
That
think I
like
probably have.
that story before. Hmm.
Um, but um, yeah, so it was basically through like spread through like modern day like Asia and Europe, parts of Europe, and even through like parts of North America.
Mm-hmm.
And so like some like after the Bolshevik revolutions in Russia, the
Bolshevik.
um the Tartars or the Tartarians were targeted by the Soviets.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay.
And a CIA document was released in the 90s from like the 50s,
Mm.
stating that the Soviets were trying to erase the Tartarians.
Whore.
Um, and that the Middle Ages, some people speculate that the Middle Ages are actually just a cover up
Mm.
for, like, it's like a cover up to cover up Tartaria to, like, put all these different historical pieces in just one time period that doesn't really exist.
Hmm.
Um, so throughout Europe, there are like pictures of, and it has a lot to do with buildings. Like,
Okay.
so there's like a lot of buildings that exist that for the time periods that they're like, well, that are there. I'll explain it in my speaking. So throughout Europe, there are pictures of there are very intricate buildings in like the 1800s, like after supposedly being like renovated or repaired. But in
Mm.
these pictures, like there's no people around. There's no one's there. There's no
Where'd the
people.
people go?
And these were times of like who knows? There's like large population growth was in these areas. Like people were flocking to these areas at
Mm.
the time that these pictures are taken. And so some they're like, oh, it's just over like of the exposure times on old photography like takes people out of pictures like moving objects. But but like the photography of the time, it if it was a moving object, it would blur it. It
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't erase it. But there would also be like people congregating around the buildings. Like there'd be like vendor stall stuff, you know? So you would see that stuff, or like horses, carriages, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so why don't we see these in those pictures? Yeah, it's almost as if the people hadn't arrived yet, like some sort of a reset was happening.
What?
Like there was a reset. Like the Notre Dame Cathedral and the Cathedral, just to name a couple, have photos showing, completion of the reconstruction that was supposedly happening, um, and only vague records of upkeep instead of the reported reconstruction that was being done at the time. Like, 'cause there's like claims that they were under like massive like restoration,
Yeah.
but there's like no pictures. They were taking pictures of everything back then. Well, I mean, I guess not really, because like photography wasn't like the greatest, but like people were taking pictures of things that were like important.
Important.
Um, and so the Milan Cathedral was completed in the 19th century, and it was claimed to have been completed over 5 centuries.
Damn.
But the photos from like the 1880s and 90s show uniform stone aging and uniform tool markings across the entire structure, which you wouldn't see in a building that was created over 5 centuries. There would be different stones used, that things would age different. There would be different markings. There'd be different techniques used
Mm.
throughout the 5 centuries. You know, so
Mm.
like, there's really no way it could have been completed over 5 centuries. Like, it had to have been completed at one time, and then you know.
I get
Um,
it.
and also, all these buildings were constructed with like such precision and knowledge that was far more advanced than the times that they were built, with the information that is publicly known for what knowledge they had. Um, and so it's been claimed that these cathedrals were like kind of like built in like response to people like moving to these areas at a time or whatever, but it's more likely that the surrounding like towns and homes were built after everything. So it's like they're not just like people aren't just coming to this already settled town. It's like those places were there and they were moving
Hmm.
people there. Um, and so, but then also all over the world, like cathedrals and buildings were completed at opposite ends of the earth
Mm-hmm.
with the same structure, the same, like everything that looked
Oh.
identical. So, like, but how? You know? Like,
How?
this is back in olden days, there's no anything. You can't, like, just, like, call someone and be like, hey, these are my blueprints. Um, And then a big tell about all this is the sewer systems in these areas. They were credited have been created in like the late 1800s, but the layout of them matches too well with buildings that were already there. These sewer systems would have had to have been created prior.
What? You let cut
Like
out the
they
last part. What? When?
the sewer systems would have had to have been created prior to these buildings being made. So these old cathedrals, like
Mm.
they're saying that they match up too well with the placement of the buildings
Oh, okay.
for
I
when
see.
they're claimed to have been made. 'Cause they'd have
Mm.
to go like they would have had to been. made created before the buildings.
Mm.
And they also use techniques that weren't taught until like the mid to late 1800s. So it's odd that they would be so well constructed after
Mm.
just like and like a trial and error basis with these new techniques. Um, and so one of the things that really kind of drives the thing for me is, have you ever heard of the orphan train? Okay. So during the 1800s, there was in America.
You completely
In
cut
America,
out.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
America had orphan trains, which would bring
Mm.
orphans to different cities throughout America. Now here
What?
is the odd thing. They would bring them to like different cities throughout America to like put into orphanages and stuff.
Oh.
Here's the weird thing is they were all listed as origin unknown, parents deceased, family untraceable, delivered to institution upon cathedral completion. Every single one of these kids are being labeled as that.
The hell?
And then also there's some people theorize that because around this time too, that's when sanitariums were being built as well. And
Mm-hmm.
some people also theorize that the people in the sanitariums are the parents of these children, and they're the Tartarians. So they were made out to be crazy, and so they put them in these asylums because what they're trying to do is erase this group of people, this whole civilization, the Tartarians. And
Jeez.
the easiest way to do that is you get rid of all the people who've been around, and you take their children, like what they try to do with the Native Americans. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also, and this like the same thing was happening out through Europe. Not, I don't know if they had the orphan trains there. I didn't really look into it, but there was just a dramatic increase of orphans during this time worldwide, which is and the amount of orphans that there were did not um like it was more than what the recorded like population like birth records were for this time. So where are all these kids coming?
Yeah.
Like why are there no records of the families at all? Like, it's like they were being placed in these cities to rebuild a population and erase a past population, you know?
Mm.
But of course they explain all of it away with industrialism.
Of course.
That's the explanation.
Of course.
And now the World's Fairs are tied into this as well. So the Chicago World's Fair of 1893, which, side note, this time period also contains one of the more interesting serial killers. Have you ever heard of
Okay.
H.H. Holmes?
Mm-mm.
He built this hotel during the world's to be open during the world's the Chicago World's Fair, and but it was just a torture building basically. It had like stairs that led nowhere, trapdoors, and he was also a doctor.
What the
So
hell?
he was a doctor, so he knew how to kill people. Like he could kill people with insane precision. Like he had a whole little medical where he would like dismember bodies, and it was insane. You should look into it. It's really insane.
That's crazy.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so basically like the the world's fairs, um, so like the Chicago World Fair, like they're basically showing like people this, big city that they claim to have, created.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it covered over 600 acres, and it stated that it was just that all the buildings were temporary, and it was built over 2 years. And then after the World's Fair, the buildings were largely torn down or burned down after the end of the fair, which that sounds like erasure to me.
Yeah.
Does not
Sure
sound,
does.
that sounds a little sus. There are hardly any pictures of construction, which is odd, even during these times, considering the magnitude of this event. They want evidence to like show like everybody. There's always like construction pictures of people being like, "Yay, look what we built."
Yeah.
There's nothing like that.
Hmm.
Um, Then also the rate of which these buildings were created at are not consistent with the actual time it would take for how intricate these buildings and structures were in this in this area that for the fair.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the same for all of the world's fairs. Um, and so like the after the demolition and fires, the explanation was that it was like plaster and whatnot. But that doesn't really coincide with the photographs that were taken of these buildings.
Hmm.
Um, and so now this begs the question: what if the World's Fairs were not to showcase movement or new ideas, but to put on display what was already there and what we can create from things that already existed? You know? And all of the World's Fairs, they showcase a that was built in a short amount of time and then torn down, and then it ended up becoming a very populated area. Like, St. Louis, Paris, all these places around the world.
Hmm.
Like, they all ended up becoming these very populated areas.
That's
And
crazy.
there are a lot of things that you separately you can explain away, but if you start looking at everything together, it doesn't make sense, you know? Um, like the buildings being completed at the same time, same on the earth, the infrastructure ahead of its time. Like, it's all indicative of past advanced society. It's just like mind blowing. And now, why would people want to get rid of an entire race of people? Why? What do you
That
think?
is the question.
What would you think?
Please tell me.
Any guesses? Okay. So it's believed that the Tartarians had figured out how to provide free energy to everyone. And so like their buildings were created out of a special concrete, and like those like domes that you see on all these old buildings with like the needles pointing up,
Yeah.
those were like energy, like to spread the
Hmm.
energy to everyone. So you had free energy. And people, you know, as capitalism and all of this stuff started taking place, they were like,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta get rid of this stuff so that we can start charging people for energy and all this. Um, and so there was a lot for people to gain by erasing that civilization. There are also mud floods that happened that could have potentially wiped out a big portion of this population because like
Hmm.
there are like old buildings that have like multiple levels underground, but there are
Oh.
some things that are like they're like, oh, they just raised the streets up. It's like, no, they didn't. Like there's like look up the mud floods. I didn't have time to go through and like research all the mud floods. Um, but it's definitely very interesting. And yeah, so that's one of my favorite conspiracy theories is
I,
the Tartarian Empire.
that was really nice. You had me
Thank you.
hooked.
I did
And it's also
I did this last
crazy.
night. Isn't it
Did
insane?
you really?
Yeah. I know. Well, because I was like, well, 'cause I genuinely almost just winged it. 'Cause it's like, I know a lot about
I don't need
conspiracies.
notes.
I don't need notes. But I was like, cause like there's like documentaries on YouTube that I like to watch about. So I was just rewatching them, refreshing myself. But yeah, it's insane. I think about it often, and yeah. So that's my conspiracy
You
theory of
did
the
very
night.
nice. Very nice. You did very well. I like that a lot. It was nice.
Thank you. I really liked yours.
Thanks.
I love anything like supernatural or
Yeah.
paranormal-esque.
Totally unrelated. I meant to tell you. Oh, I did tell you, but tell you. Um, I was playing Fortnite the other night because Zach was closing at work. So I
Mm,
was home alone and bored. So I was playing Fortnite solos to try to get better. And I got second place. I've never won.
that's good.
I'm working on it.
Just 'cause you don't have to win at everything.
Yes, I do.
Second place is good. No, you don't. You put too much pressure on yourself. You're s- it's supposed to be just
Yeah.
fun. That's why I refuse
That's
to
why I
play
do
Fortnite with
weed
you.
now. No, I don't take it seriously at all. I literally don't. I suck. I
I'm
just
just
want to
kidding.
win
I just
once.
refuse to. I just refuse to play Fortnite. Well, you can play it just like practice mode. You don't have to go on
Oh
there.
yeah, I know.
Like,
I've played different modes and stuff. Yeah.
just do that and then get really good at that.
Yeah.
There's this episode. Every time you talk about Fortnite, I always think of the episode Big Bang Theory where Bernadette is trying to learn how to play Fortnite because like Howard and Raj and them all play it
Mm.
all the time, and so she's trying to beat Howard and Raj. She has somebody help her, and so she goes and she's like been practice. She's like practicing weeks, and she's like, oh, can I play that Fortnite game with you guys?
That
And then they're
Fortnite
like, okay.
game.
And so she goes and she's there. She's like, haha, I'm gonna get you guys. She starts like building this like ramp thing to jump up and then shoot them, and then they kill her immediately.
Aww.
And she's like, I've been practicing.
Yeah. Well, I think that was yesterday, no? That I
Yeah.
was telling you. I
Mm-hmm.
played like two games before we started this
Mm-hmm.
with Zach because he wanted to play a couple
Mm-hmm.
with me. And I was telling him yesterday I was doing so well. And then
Mm-hmm.
immediately, like 3 minutes in, I just die. I like picked up a gun. That's it. Not even 3 minutes, like 30
Mm-hmm.
seconds in. I'm just like, he's like, I got you. And then he killed the person that killed me and revived me. And I'm just like, I was so proud of myself
Wow.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And here we
Yeah.
are. He's like, no, it's fine. It's just because I was looking. And I'm like,
I I have this theory that Zach has some weird video game powers that cause
dude's
him to win everything.
he's
Because
good
remember,
at
like,
everything. Ugh.
it's not. Remember we were playing Mario Party
We're sup-
with him,
yeah.
and he just blew us out of the water. It's like, this
It's-
is Mario Party. How are you so good at Mario Party? It's a game of chance and slight strategy, but mostly it's just a roll of the
uh,
dice. Get it?
Dude, he pissed me
But
off.
don't
Yes,
get it.
he pissed me off once. We were playing this
Mm-hmm.
game called Headliners 2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a shooting game. You kill bugs and
Mm-hmm.
robots and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I was really, really proud of myself because I was staying alive the entire round. I hadn't died yet.
Mm-hmm.
And he shoots me and kills me to steal my gun. He's like, you could just get it back when you revive. And I quit the game. I left Discord. I went to bed. I'm like, get the fuck out. I was so upset. And he's like, I'm
That is
sorry.
so funny.
I told him, I'm like, don't you dare shoot me. Don't you dare shoot me. And he shot me. He's like, I didn't hear you. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. I believe he didn't hear me, but like, now I do.
That's funny.
At the
That's
moment, I
funny.
was like, you're an asshole. uh,
That is so funny. I love that.
we're
It's
supposed to
hysterical.
play Jackbox tonight. I'm gonna message everyone. That might be recorded. I haven't decided. I'm gonna ask everyone.
Hmm.
Anything else, my dear? What would you like to say to the people?
Um. Oh, I thought of another thing that I got the lyrics wrong on.
Uh huh.
In High School Musical 2, in like Work This Out, when he's
Mm-hmm.
like something something with the Knicks and Sixers, I always thought that he was saying something with the Nixon sisters, and I was like,
What?
did Richard Nixon have sisters? And were they also involved in the scandal? Those are my parting words. Oh, also,
Mm.
comment about my conspiracy too.
Oh yeah.
Our fan.
Anyway, I apologize for
You
all
have
of
any?
this.
You have any parting words?
Type the number 6437132 if you made it this far. Goodbye.